us up at the crack of dawn today. Kind of literally. Pearl woke us up this morning. She doesn't usually do that. And we couldn't get back to sleep. And we got the guys coming in an hour, so we got up. Good morning. It's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee today. So we're going to have the guys replacing our water filtration system in about an hour. So, and then Pearl woke us up early and we couldn't get back to sleep, and we were going to get up early anyway, so we got up really early. Even Dennis, I made him get his own tea. And I already washed the dishes, you know, whatever few dishes were left when we went to bed last night. I made sure we had those. The dog dishes come in when Dennis takes the dog out for their last pee. So I made sure those were washed and everything because our water's going to be off all day. That's going to bring water up from the basement that's been in there for quite some time. It's stale water and we can't really use it. In the past, when we lost our electricity, we also lost our water because we're on a well. But it's been 10 years now since we had our electric redone, and when we put in the geothermal system, we had to upgrade our electric because the backup heater for the geothermal system is resistance electric heat, and our power, our electrical in our house couldn't support that. As it turns out, we have that turned off and have never used it in 10 years. But at the time we had our electrical redone, we put a side panel up, and our well is on the side panel along with the microwave and the computers and some of the lights and some of the fans. And that's a panel that can be plugged into the generator. So when we lose our power now, we at least have lights, and we have the fan on the fireplace if it's wintertime, and we have the ceiling fan if it's summertime, and the microwave, and the computers. So we haven't had long stretches since then without water, because if it's going to be a long stretch, we put out the generator, because the fridge and the freezers are on. So anyway, so we haven't been without water for a long time, so the big jugs of water in the basement are stale. We will use those for the toilets today. I filled up all the kitchen water things for kitchen water, and it will be fine. Not having water when you have electricity and everything else it doesn't feel quite so daunting, and it's one day, and we know ahead of time, which is nice. So look what I did yesterday. I made some charm bracelets. Aren't they cute? This is what they will look like on Christmas Eve. That's a good thing I did it this way too. I thought, oh, I could just put them in the envelopes as I do them. But I thought, oh, let me see what it looks like on the bracelet and, you know, make sure it works and everything. And I'm really glad I did, because that advent calendar of charm bracelet that I bought, boy, am I glad I didn't send that, because the lobster claw clasps that came with that set didn't work. I mean, they were too small. So here's the lobster claw clasp. And, you know, the little gizmo goes in, you hook it around the chain, and you let it go. This is a replacement, because what would happen was they were much smaller than this, and so when you pulled the lever and pulled the gizmo back, when you put it on the chain, it was too close to the lever and the lever wouldn't close. It was too small. Now, I bought the lobster claws thinking I was only going to have to put it on half of the charms, because I thought I would use all the charms from that kit. I ended up not using all the charms. But I had to replace most of the charms. There were a couple that went on without any trouble. And so as I take them off, if they come off without any trouble, then I'll just leave them. If they come off with trouble, then I will replace them too. But aren't they cute? So I have a few of my beads on here. I think 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, each bracelet has 4 beads that I made, and a few glass that I made the glass part, and a few beads that I just turned in, a few things that I just turned into a charm, like that one, which is just pretty sparkly beads. So anyway, I'm going to be taking these bracelets apart today and turning them into an advent. I have a little box for day 1 for one of them. Oops, that's right, I've got seed beads in there. And I need to find another little box and then the envelopes for each of the days. But I think they're gonna love them. I'm really happy with them. I think they're kind of adorable. And so that worked out. So that I did that yesterday. What else did I do? You know, it's funny how you can't remember what you did. I do not remember what else I did yesterday. We walked the dogs. It was gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, I did my vlog outside yesterday. I sat outside for quite a while and read my phone. It was so beautiful outside. I did spend a lot of time outside. I didn't plant my crocuses. I got to do that before we go. Maybe I'll do that today. It turns out I'm going to be the one that stays home, I think, today. I can't walk the dogs by myself. And Dennis can. So I think Dennis is going to take the dogs for their walks today and then go visit his mother and have the dogs come with him and hang out there for a while, because it's going to drive them crazy to have these guys in the basement, and so we'll give them a break. And me too, to be honest. So there you go. That's the plan for today. So I'm going to take the bracelets apart and make the advent today. I'm going to bake some crackers today. I already made the stuff last week, the dough, so I'll just be baking them today and working on my list. Working on making my list. And maybe make some more trees. Who knows what I'll be puttering around here in case the guys need anything from us. And so we won't be very far away, and we'll have brand new fresh water that won't need to have the filter changed, which is nice, although we have a whole box of filters because we, you know, stocked up. But it's possible that our neighbor could use them, because when the guy came on Tuesday, he was a little bit late. He had knocked on our neighbor's door. The way our driveway is, there are 4 houses on the same driveway. And our house is, when you're facing the houses from the road, our house is the rightmost house. Our mailbox is the rightmost mailbox because all 4 mailboxes are kind of together. But our address on our garage has peeled off, so we need to do something about that. Anyway, he went to the wrong house. He went to our neighbor's house, and I'm not sure which neighbor. I think it must have been Gary. And, you know, Gary answers the door. What do you want? He's like, I'm here to test the water. Nah, who you look for? But anyway, Gary told the guy he changes his water filter twice a week. I mean, our water is really bad, really full of sediment. So he changes his filter twice a week. So sounds like he could use filters. So he can have ours, assuming that they fit and they're what he wants. So anyway, so our new system will not need filters changed. It's part of the system, and assuming it flushes itself somehow. And getting a more efficient water softener system that uses less salt, which is good because the bags are heavy and Dennis has to carry them down to the basement. So, and it'll work because ours isn't working right now. So anyway, we're looking forward to a new system that gives us, oh, and our filters are 5-micron filters, and the new filter is 3 microns. So our water will be even clearer than it has been. We have a 1-micron filter between the water system and the refrigerator. So the water going into the refrigerator has been filtered to 1 micron. Dennis has a tendency to get his water out of the refrigerator. I don't. We have a thing in the door. I don't. But I have a Brita filter that I filter the water through for one final filter before it goes in the coffee machine and that kind of stuff. We each have a Brita filter because he likes a different kind than me. So he put his up there and he put mine in the basement. I'm like, well, he changed, and I'm like, I don't like this one. I want mine back. So we have 2 Brita filters sitting on our counter. Anyway. Oh, ramble. It's early in the morning and I haven't had very much coffee. Anyway, I'm going to let you go and start puttering around the day. I guess I'm going to give the powder room a little attention since people will be here and that's what they'll be using even though there's no water. And, you know, kind of start my day, which is kind of like have my second cup of coffee and then kind of start my day. And wait for all the racket to start at 9 o'clock when everybody shows up. It's going to be a stressful day. Yeah. I can just tell. Anyway, I will talk to you tomorrow. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please. And stay safe